I was reading some of my old articles regarding association football. After that, I saw some of the answers regarding my own videos, and one answer compared to the other one, which made me record a video, made me record this video, which is the knowledge regarding association football and why, therefore, is the knowledge about the greatest sport of all time not even advertised. I mean, today, while watching Bournemouth against Manchester City, the draw, which gave the which gave the title to Arsenal, a journalist said that it was exactly 100 years since Herbert Chapman managed Arsenal. It's not true. It doesn't even come close to be true. I mean, it comes close to be true, but it's not true. Chapman managed Arsenal when he when Arsenal bought Charlie Buchan from Sunderland in 1925, and he actually said that it was exactly 100 years ago. No, because I can remember that once he said Chapman actually was the manager of Huddersfield Town, and each of their titles, each of their league titles, that's not true. Chapman didn't even complete the triplete, as they say. No, it was Potter. Chapman left Huddersfield after the 24-25 season, and then he came to Arsenal. Arsenal bought Charlie Buchan for an outstanding contract, and this guy, he literally comments every single time a main event is broadcasted. For instance, Bournemouth against City, which was a main event for Arsenal actually, and for the City fans, and why not for the Bournemouth fans because they literally are in the European League. I believe it is how they say European League or European Cup. I don't know. Here in Brazil, we say Liga Europa. However, how come a journalist who is sending commentaries regarding one of the main events of the day, and not only of the day, but regarding the season, he doesn't even know what he's saying? I mean, if you don't actually know what you're talking about, just don't talk about that. If you don't even come close to know history, just don't say it. It's so easy. And I'm not even talking about the subject regarding history. I'm saying I I understand some of mathematics, but I wouldn't say that I have enough knowledge to actually comprehend what mathematics is. I could actually write the language, as they say, because math is a language. However, I couldn't even come close to some of the greatest mathematics of all time, and I couldn't even give my own opinion regarding mathematics. Therefore, why would I say that I could be compared to von Neumann or some of the greatest, or if I was a person compared to Oppenheimer, wouldn't even say something close to his knowledge because I don't have the same knowledge. So if you don't have the knowledge to be able to talk about history, just don't say it. Just don't say it. It's so easy. And here in Brazil, we see this quite a lot. I do remember that the same person said that when Guardiola actually won, I do believe that he won four Premier Leagues in a row. I'm saying that I do believe, not that he won, because I don't actually know. I don't really watch today's football because I have enough work, enough job to be focused enough. So I don't really see today's football. But I do believe that he won four Premier Leagues in a row. I do believe. I'm not saying that he won. That's actually my 10% of memory, trying to remember what I saw or what I heard. And this same guy from ESPN, he said that Guardiola broke Chapman's record while Chapman was managing Huddersfield Town. How come? Chapman won two titles with Huddersfield. The third title was with Cecil Potter. In 25, 26, Chapman was managing Arsenal. And these people, at least here in Brazil, they try to talk about something that they don't even come close to know. I have seen an interview with I believe it is correspondent, how they say in English here in Brazil is correspondent. And he came from Barcelona to São Paulo and he was interviewed regarding Real Madrid about the titles won by their leader, Di Stefano, the the first title, the second title, the third title, the fourth title, the fifth title. And while he was asked about Evaristo de Macedo, he said that Real Madrid actually won three titles. Afterwards, they won two titles. And I was asking myself, how come a person a person who is living in Spain, although he was living in Barcelona, he doesn't even know this. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not something that, well, in the semi-final of the Mittel Europa Pokal, Ferencváros actually made a remontada, as they say in Spanish, against Austravian. 6-1. No, it's not rocket science. It's not something difficult, you know? It's the basic aspects of football. And they constantly talk about history. How come a person who is talking about the association football and the same person has literally in front of him thousands of people listening to him, and he says something so easy, but so easy to have this knowledge? It's the same as you are studying the Second World War and you come to a conclusion that Hitler was Austrian. It's so easy to understand this. And the guy didn't even know that they won 5 titles in a row. He said they won 3 titles and then they won 2 titles. When I saw this, when I listened to this, I came to a conclusion that here in Brazil, I don't know how it is in regarding other countries, but here in Brazil, people don't even know what what the history of football is. I saw a what we say here, a cut regarding podcasts, a cut while one of the most respected journalists here in Brazil said regarding the WM formation. He said that that's quite funny actually. I I'm actually laughing right now because it's quite funny. He said that the WM formation was created by Chapman, which it doesn't even come close to the truth because even the Arsenal researchers knows this. They know this that Chapman didn't even come close to create the WM formation. And he even said that Chapman was Scottish. He wasn't Scottish. He was English. He played with Nidian, and he said that he created the WM formation. And if we take this last part of what I said, WM, people actually do believe that the WM formation was a formation which each player used to maintain their own position. It's not true. No, it's not true. That's why the 3-3-4 formation was created because Alex James used to withdraw from the forward line and play as a as a second central half, while David Jack was the inside forward close to Lambert, while Cliff Bastin was the left winger or sometimes playing as a left inside forward, and whom was more like a right winger. That's something that people don't even know about that, here in Brazil at least. And as I said before, people actually do believe that the 4-2-4 was, I mean, the 4-3-3 was created because Zagallo used to withdraw and the attack used to be Joel or Garrincha as regarding the change, Vavá and Pelé, and the midfield had Zito Didi to the right side of the pitch and Zagallo. That's not not true at all. Regarding my old videos, you can actually see that in 33, Italy and Hungary used to play like that. I saw a, a year ago that Flamengo congratulated Leondas because of his his status as a great player, and he was definitely one of the best center forwards of all time. Not only a center forward, but a an inside forward. He was outstanding, and people actually believe that created. He actually was the one who did the first bicycle kick, the first overhead kick. That's absurd. That's literally absurd. The first overhead kick or bicycle kick, as we say in Brazil, was literally a common movement in the 70s of regarding the days of Willie McKinnon. It was even before John James Bentley started to write for Athletic News. It was at least 30 years before Leondas was born. And while talking about this, I actually do remember some other topics as people believe that Schindler was against Nazi Germany. That's just absurd. Or he was a Jew, or I read a comment, I believe it was 4 days ago, that Garrincha was the one who invented the dribbling, or Messi was the first false nine, or Hirekuti or Shinda. No, many of what we see today was invented, was created before Leondas was even born. Things just change according to time. If you see Manchester City, the side which won the Champions League, it played WM. It played it played the WM formation. If you see some phases of the game, you see 2-3-5. The 2-3-5, while some teams they they have the ball, it's the same as back in the day. Talking about the Italian formation, the Italian system, which was a 2-3-5 with the two inside forwards, we draw the two wing halfbacks a little bit below the central half, but much more closer. They were closer to the side of the pitch. It was a 4-3-3. You can actually see this. Steven Pluha actually wrote this. He drew it. It is in the thumbnail of what I posted. It's in many others thumbnails. If you manage to bring a person, a Italian person, or a Hungarian person, or a enthusiast from Austria to this world, he would say, no, It's not a 4-3-3. They are playing the Italian formation. It's football didn't even change that much. Neuer, who they say that he created this type of goalkeeper, no, he did not even create this. Germany brought it back. Stuttgart of the great Nuremberg side used to play like this. It is online. You can actually read this. It is on notes. He was the third back. When the ball was coming close to his gate and the other forward was about to catch the ball, he used to do the same as Neuer. Side fullbacks, wing halfbacks, withdraw center half, withdraw center forwards, I mean, withdraw wingers. Withdraw wingers are the midfielders which play on the side. Many aspects of the game are not even created. They are brought back to the pitch after what 160 years, something close to this, and 163 years, I believe. Actually, before that, because it was the date that Association Football, the FA, was created. And completing what I started regarding this audio is the fact that it is actually impressive that a sport such as Association Football, which is the greatest sport of all time, doesn't even have its history recorded as it should be. FIFA as the main federation, I mean, below IFAB, as we say, should actually do something about this. If we talk about EFFHS, they do they did back in the day an outstanding job while collecting data. Today they bring some data that it's it's something, I mean, important. However, it's not enough. And that's actually impressive because it is association football. It should be FIFA should have a museum regarding every single thing of association football. They they should actually make a contract with some of the best researchers or what they believe it is a researcher, and actually bring the history to associate football to a place where people could actually see what it truly is, because today when I see a user coming to ARFSH and he starts reading each page and he eventually he sends me an email, he eventually says that, wow, it's something that I never thought it was, how can I say, it was this thing, because it's different, it's completely different. Every single page on while you are researching, you are looking for on the internet, it's quite different from what it is. Something, and I'm not even talking about the time before the 40s or the 50s or the 60s, but simple things that people don't even know about. Just like I said, how many people actually have the knowledge that Maradona used to play as center forward while Menotti was managing him, and he used to be an outstanding center forward? How many people actually had this knowledge? And Maradona used to he reached his peak in the 80s, middle 80s, in the the World Cup played in Mexico. How come people don't even know this? The greatest sport of all time doesn't even have its own history gathered in one place to be seen by every single one and correctly placed. That's actually absurd.